If it's happening in New York, New Jersey, or Long Island, hear about it with Joe Piscopo. Mornings, 6 to 10 on AM 970. The Answer.
Glory days. We're living the glory days. These are the glory days. Mike Marino is one of the funniest cats I've met. They call him the bad boy comedy. Stays in Jersey. Great guy. I've worked with Mike many, many times. He rips it up every single time. And then we have Assemblyman Jon Bramnick, who is the leader down on the Republican side in the Assembly. And I've never seen a more bipartisan politician in politics in New Jersey. This man really cares about his constituents, always concerned about the people. He's always on the road working for the people. But now I saw him on stage. He's one of the funniest guys I've seen. And he has the title of funniest lawyer in New Jersey. John.
Competition's pretty light, but I'm here just to protect the interest.
Isn't that great, though, man? Yeah.
Marino needs a lawyer 24 hours a day, so I've been following him around.
God forbid, Mike, you ever get locked up? John's right there.
He's got 16 Harry's shaving things in his pocket right now. Take him out. Come on, give him back to Joe.
I'm no dummy. I know when I'm performing, if there's going to be trouble. I got my opening act to cover up my bases in case there's a problem.
Say nothing. I plead the fifth.
I don't know nothing. I didn't see nothing. Say nothing. John, take over from here. I'll be in the green room.
That just cost you $400.
Yeah. Wait. You guys are going to be down the shore. There's a great little theater called the Surflight Theater on Long Beach Island, which is a great stage. I've played that stage before. You guys are going to be down there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This Sunday night, 8 o'clock.
It's going to be this Sunday night you're down there?
Yeah.
I come out with a tie and jacket. They think I'm the manager. I tell people where the fire exits are, and then I leave when I introduce Mike.
But don't you bring a briefcase on stage when you go on?
Yeah, because I can't remember what I'm going to say.
Yeah.
I'm not a real entertainer like you guys.
He's got a prop. It's his suitcase.
Isn't it funny, though, a guy like Jon Bramnick? I'm telling you, we joke, we kid. But you, John, you're kind enough to join us on the radio when there's a political issue, you know? And you would tackle it like nobody else, and your take is right on the money. But what made you want to go into comedy and go on stage and abuse yourself like Mike and I have to do every weekend?
You ever been in Trenton? 10 minutes in Trenton, you go straight to comedy.
I don't know.
I think it was last summer when we were playing the Surflight.
Yeah.
I was booked to play down there, and I met John, and he said, I want to get on some stages. I want to do some stand-up. And I asked the same question. I'm like, why do you want to do this?
Yeah.
We brought him down the Surflight. He did a fantastic job, and I said, okay, you know what? From wherever I go now, come with me.
Yeah, this is great, though.
Yeah, I'm driving him.
Yeah.
That's it. I need a ride tomorrow. 4 in the morning, I picked him up.
You just seem like opposite ends of the spectrum, though, you know? And do you have to go to the Assembly today? Is it closed for the summer?
No, fortunately, we're not back until like September or October, which is it's safe for the people who stayed in New Jersey. The less we're there, much better.
Yeah, and just before we get to comedy, Bob Hugan coming in. He's doing pretty good, isn't he?
That's a class guy.
Yeah.
Isn't it great when you have somebody who's never been in politics, right?
Yeah.
And the guy is just a regular person.
Yeah.
And he's got a pretty easy target
I know.
here in Menendez.
It's interesting to see, John, because they said to me, Joe, you want to run for Senate? And then when Hugan said, I have $9 million I just put up, I go,
$9 million?
Well, he's
like 40 million.
I know.
$9 million's light.
Will it cost that much, you think, to run?
It costs you 20 to 25 million if you want to win.
Why deplete my petty cash all at once? I mean, really?
You have petty cash?
That's one of your movies. When you were on Star Trek, you got 10, 20 million.
That's right. Exactly.
The only guy who didn't get paid was Nimoy. Leonard Nimoy got nothing. You got 8 million.
That was it. I'm down there. Hey, and Mike Marino, it's so funny when you do the Italian president thing. When we were at the Dina Martin roast in Las Vegas at the South Point. That was great. And you went up and we chatted before we went on. This is what I love about comedians and what I love about Mike. He goes, I don't know, I've never done this before. You came to me, and comedians are always like that, you know. Matter of fact, when I was at the SNL 40 a couple of years ago, I remember everything was great. We had it all written, everything was great. As we got closer to the live air day, I would watch all the giants of comedy going, was that funny? Is that funny? I said, we're always asking, is it funny, you know? Well, you were funny, man, at that roast. You went and you just kind of brought it to yourself, like we said, and you did the Italian president, which was great. And as an Italian, you got to laugh about it, right?
Well, it was you that inspired me to do just that because, before I went on stage, I wrote this whole thing about roasting Joe Mantegna.
Yeah.
And then you said to me, you should just do your act.
Yeah.
And I'm like, good idea. So when I went on stage, I actually just made my act turn into what was supposedly I was making up off the top of my head for Joe Mantegna.
Yeah.
And it had great set.
Yeah, it was great.
You know what Mike does the best? He talks about growing up like we all did, how it used to be. One day you should have a 3-hour show just on what it was like to grow up back in the 50s, 60s, early 70s.
Yeah.
People miss talking about that.
Yeah, it's so true. Give us a take, Mike.
Well,
I hate what people do. You get on the radio.
Family.
Yeah. And the Italian president thing. What do you say on the Italian president things that you can say on the air? Can you say that?
Well, yeah, you can, because it's just my idea. It's what I think the way things should be, or what I would do. So if people ask me what side I'm on, I just say, let me just tell you what I would do. Especially since now we just saw Trump and Putin on television together. Yeah. What I would do is I'd say, listen, I really don't want to talk too much while we're here, but after the commercial break and he's not around no more, then we could talk any way you want. Something like that. Then somebody will say, what happened? I'm like, I really don't know what happened, but it's over.
I know. I always said, I thought he should have done a Raging Bull kind of thing. I thought that because De Niro goes after the president, but I think the president should learn from De Niro and done a Jake LaMotta thing,
Yeah.
Vladimir, did you or did you not? Did you not meddle in our election,
Yeah.
Yeah, you answer me the right questions, but you're very smart.
Yeah,
you're very smart, Vladimir. You're
that's
very
hilarious.
smart.
You just inspired me. I think I might do that tonight on stage. What happened? Well, I don't know, but you're saying some things. You don't saying the right things, but you're saying things.
I know. You working tonight now?
What are you talking
You're not
about?
working tonight now.
No, I'm off tonight, and we're not going to do any shows until Thursday night when we go down to Shore and do our first event.
Yeah.
Me and John.
I wonder if Putin could do stand-up comedy. He looks like a barrel of laughs.
I tell you look at that boy in the eyes. He's very smart.
Looks like a lot of fun.
You're very smart. And I think, and politically, John, you think that the president's doing okay? I mean, I hate to put you right in that. Do you do any Trump jokes on stage? Donald Trump jokes on stage?
I used to, but the audience gets polarized.
No,
you
they
can't mention. And I tried in one of the roasts the other night. It's a disaster because a certain number of audience just goes completely nuts. The truth of the matter is, it's so polarized today, you can hardly say anything.
Yeah, it's so true. I love what you say about your son. Tell me what you say about your son when you ask him something and he doesn't respond.
Well,
back.
when he was 16, he should have run the CIA.
Yeah. Why is that?
Because like you asked him, where you going? Out. What'd you do last night? Nothing. Did you go to a party? Yeah. Who was there? Nobody. What'd you do? Nothing. These guys, 16-year-old boys. Okay, he's 30 now, but I'm gonna tell you something. They are the best at keeping a secret. Washington, everybody's blabbing, everybody's leaking. 16-year-old has no information. Now, 16-year-old daughters, completely different. It never stops. They tell you everything.
It's so true. I got one of those too, Mike. So, Mike, where were you brought up in Jersey?
I was born in Jersey City.
Yeah, it is, man.
Grew up in Scotch Plains.
There
I'm still out in Scotch Plains when I'm here on the East Coast. Suburbia. Grew up in the basement.
Look at him, Al. He's so quiet. This guy on stage, he'll get fired. Before we let you go, what fires you up on stage? What fires you up?
Just the sheer fact that you can get on stage and perform for thousands of people. It's fun getting up on stage live, isn't it? I mean,
Yeah.
You know, off stage, I am a little bit quiet. I like to listen. I like to pay attention. All of a sudden, I get on stage. I'm like, you know what? This is my time. Let's do what I'm here to do.
Yeah.
Plus, you got to keep quiet. He's 2 towns over from me in Scotch Plains there. I mean,
where are you?
I'm in Clark.
Oh, okay, cool.
So, you need a ride home or something?
No, I've been happy to give him a ride
We
home.
came with a state trooper. We go wherever we want.
Oh, see? Look at that.
Don't drive late at night in Clark. They pull a lot of people.
See, now, that's not true. Actually, that happened to me once. I've been in Clark now
We do defense.
I've been in Clark for 12 years now. I got pulled over once coming home, and the guy says, "What are you doing?" I said, "I'm coming home from the city." And he goes, "Where do you work? Who did you work for?" And I mentioned who I worked for, and he goes, "Oh yeah, okay. Have a good night." On my way.
Well, we'll talk later about that.
Let's let it go, Clark.
Yeah, but no. Don't even. You come by my town.
The mayor of Sal Bonacorso?
Absolutely. Mayor Sal's great.
He'll tell you the truth. He should be on the radio. This guy is like...
Sal's great. He has done a tremendous job for the town, and people get angry with him, about certain things that he does, but he keeps the town's best interest at heart.
John, you got to help me out. You got to, when we go to dinner next time, we got to invite Big
No,
Al.
I remember last time you didn't invite him. You said, don't call him. He's down around the corner. He's in that shop.
I was afraid.
I was at Yestercade's around the corner.
He's out playing video games. Don't say anything. Hide in the back. Don't say anything.
Look at how John is
I was in
dressed.
a T-shirt and shorts, though. I mean, it would have looked a little rude walking into a steakhouse.
Look how John is dressed. We're like that. I wear a tie, and it's a very, very kind of an upscale, very nice place. Al's going to come in flip-flops, T-shirt, and
big yacht.
I hate to tell you, Joe, that's what people wear today. It's you and I are the oddballs, okay? With all due respect, okay?
Well, the next time you go out with them, I'll give you a T-shirt. It says "Make America Italian Again" on the shoulders.
Ooh, I like that.
I got
I'll
it
wear
on right now, so we'll send you one.
What do you think Joe ordered for dinner?
X.
What do you think he ordered for dinner?
What's that?
What do you think he ordered for dinner?
I'll tell you exactly what he ordered. Nothing, because he stares at food he doesn't eat.
I've never been with him where he doesn't have a baked potato. He had one in his pocket the other day.
Did he really?
Pulls 2 baked potatoes out.
I knew a guy who used to keep
He
hot
says, I
dogs
don't
in his
care for
pocket.
nothing.
Pull 'em
The
out.
waiter goes, want something? No, I brought my own potato. It's right here. Would you like a piece of it?
Did he really?
Yeah, I couldn't believe it. He says, I'll have a steak to go because I don't want to stay. I don't want to go out past 6
And then he
o'clock.
goes, burn it. How do you? I mean,
Well,
it's an
excuse
insult
me.
to the steak.
Excuse me, Mr. Leader, would you explain to my friend, my dear friend Al, exactly what we had together, and what did you say when we said to cook the steak?
I said, burn the steak just like Joe, because I'm trying to get it good with Joe. So I normally eat it rare, but I go like this. I'll have it well done. Like, I said, if Joe's having it burnt, put it 1 degree past that. I want it burnt, extra burnt. Okay?
He
That's
did.
hilarious.
And they brought 2 charred pieces of meat to the table, and I'm going,
Hockey
now
puck.
we're
Grab some
cooking.
sticks.
People started lining up at the table. They're going like this. He can't eat his steak. So many people want a picture with him. He's going like this. Let me eat the steak. So then he took out another potato out of his pocket.
See, now if I was there, nobody would have bothered him
He's the only
because
guy
I
I
would
know
have
with
swept them all
sold
away.
potatoes back to the restaurant. I've
Like
never
his
seen
personal security.
I like my steak well
did
done
have to
myself. I always tell them all the time, like Shula, burn that steak.
Oh, no.
See that?
Medium,
No,
medium.
This guy,
Cook
forget
that
about
No,
it.
not rare. Medium.
No,
Nice.
they're unbelievable. Hey,
Gotta have a little blood.
are you guys running off? You should wait. David Burke's coming at 8 o'clock. We'll have the finest cuisine.
8 o'clock.
8 o'clock. Is that
8
too
o'clock.
late? Wait,
I start billing at 7:30. I gotta get out of here. I'm already losing $2,000.
Jon Bramnick, the world's funniest lawyer. He is Mike Marino, the bad boy of comedy, at the Surflight Theater down in Long Beach Island this weekend. Where can we go, Mike, to find you guys?
MikeMarino.net. You find everything you need to find out about what we're doing and where we're going, especially in the comedy world.
All right. Mike, great to see you, brother. Have
too.
a great John.
Thank you.
Great to see you. I love you,
Thank
brother.
you. Thank you, brother.
Thank you so much. 2 great guys, two nice guys. The 2 Jersey boys right there with Jersey Joe on the radio.
Everybody knows this guy. Now, everybody knows he can do a radio show. Joe Piscopo. Mornings, 6 to 10 on AM 970. The Answer.